New York City, where the federal sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs enters week 4. So here's what's happening today. A former assistant to the hip-hop producer and friend to Cassie Ventura is back on the stand. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman joins us live outside of a noisy New York City to cut through the noise and let us know what you've seen to start the week in court. Katrina, hi.
Hi, Reed. Great to join you. So Mia is still on the stand. This is a former employee of Sean Combs who's going by a pseudonym to protect herself. And she's been undergoing cross-examination, which started on Friday, Reed. What the defense is trying to do is both poke holes in Mia's story, but also a bit in Cassie Ventura's story. That is Sean Combs' ex-girlfriend, who was a star witness in this case. The two are very close and work together for Sean Combs. But the defense has gone to such an extreme, the prosecution says, that they actually feel that some of this questioning has bordered on harassment. So they made a proclamation to the judge that they wanted to get it on the record, that they actually think some of this has become prejudicial, harassment, and they are worried that this could both add to Mia's trauma and potentially even deter victims in other cases from wanting to come forward if they hear about her treatment on the stand. The judge says it's something he's watching now, and ever since this discussion, there's been a lot more scrutiny of the way that Brian Steele, Combs' attorney, is cross-examining Mia. Something else that was a bit interesting that came up is that the attorney that Mia secured originally, Brian Steele, Combs' attorney, said that it was 4 days after that attorney, Sean Crowley, got a settlement. And it didn't come out in court, but that settlement that was being referred to was from this very courthouse, and it was the E. Jean Carroll settlement of $83 million against now President Donald Trump. So there continue to be sort of interesting parallels between these two cases, and it's something that they're trying to bring up more clearly to the jury after lunch, but the parties are still discussing it.
We're looking at some of those courthouse sketches in some video that we've been playing, and one of them shows Sean Combs, a rendering of Sean Combs, with a screen that says, "Merry Christmas, I love you so much." Are they digging into the messages that were sent to this disgraced entertainment mogul from Mia and others?
Absolutely, Reed. So a lot of the cross-examination has been going through her Instagram posts, her text messages to Sean Combs, and showing that there seemed to be a very loving relationship between the two of them, at least on the surface. There's birthday messages, Christmas messages, messages that she wrote to Combs when people died, including his wife, and she's always writing, "I love you," and very positive things. So the defense has been trying to say, if you say this man sexually assaulted you, you say he traumatized you, why would you ever be writing him these messages? What Mia said on the stand is that she was brainwashed, for one. She also says that she was terrified, she was ashamed, she never wanted to share this information with anyone. She has said twice on the stand that she planned to die with these stories. Because another thing they brought up is why she didn't tell anyone, why she didn't tell friends or family. In fact, it appears that until about June of 2024, when she told the government about her sexual assault allegations against Sean Combs, she had never told anyone outside of her therapist and her attorney.
Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much. We appreciate you.